Torches, you don't throw it out.
Solid. Oh, my, what?
I stick and move through the madness, robbing weed the negative, blocking out the haters. My meditation is medicine.
What is good, boxing fans and gamers? It's your boy FightNightsFinest, the Celtic commentator, back with another Fight Night Champion online ranked match. In this matchup, we got Anthony Medina at 154 super welterweight going up against Jake LaMotta at 160 middleweight. So a little advantage on his side. You know, he got that little 6-pound weight advantage. Got the extra power that he needs in order to take me out. But I got that advantage in that Philly show on defense. But of course, he has the lag, man. The lag always helps compensate players who aren't that skilled for their lack of skill. I mean, what else can you say about it? Speaking of skill level, though, I've been thinking a lot lately, and I've been talking to people, and a lot of you guys miss competitive play. And what I mean by competitive play, not just going in online ranked matches, giving it your all, putting on your try-hard attitude and, you know, exploiting the game. No, not that kind of try-hard. But I mean playing the game competitively against other sim players and just going at it. No bickering, no bitching. Just everybody's playing to test themselves against another skilled person to see if you can outwork that man on the inside, or possibly fight smarter than that guy on the outside. If you can outbox this guy from mid-range, could I possibly put better combinations forth than he can? Can we slug it out in the center of the ring and see who wins a slugfest? That kind of thing. Who can manage their stamina a little better? Who takes a lot less damage during the middle of this fight? Being able to adjust and adapt to your opponent. I've been missing out on that a lot lately, man. You know, I fought Boxing IQ the other day and had two pretty good fights with him. Even though the first one wasn't that competitive, the second one was actually really, really competitive. And I've actually won more rounds against him than I ever won, and probably all my fights against him combined. So it was a really good fight. I was unable to record it, but it got me thinking. You know, against the elite fighters on this game, where do I rank against them? Where do I stack up against? And going back and watching my first ever video that I did on YouTube, I talked about that. It reminded me that I wanted to test myself against other players and see how I rank up against them. Am I better than most people? And, you know, can I teach people other things about what I do? Can they learn something from me in the middle of this fight? Can I find that thrill of making adjustments and, you know, thinking on the fly, making adjustments? Can I get that kind of thrill from playing this game still? And the answer to that is yeah, I can, and I've always been able to get that out of here. You know, even if I just get excited from watching a fight, like when I watched that Timothy Bradley versus Juan Manuel Marquez fight, I want to say 2 weeks ago, by the time I'm making this video. I got on and I played Dave the Rip one, you know, I was just jabbing, and the next day I went on there, kind of imitate what I saw Bradley do, and it was fun, and it was exciting, and it worked, and it's what I wanted to do for a while, is just get that boxing experience, that boxing feel. And I've been playing a lot of people playing the game right lately. I've been playing people who plays the game correctly. But on to what I am supposed to go ahead and say. I want to do one last competitive fight against a lot of different people. If you have a YouTube channel, let's fight for the channel. You know, whoever wins, and you know, we can edit it up real nicely and put it up, and maybe have somebody else do commentary on it. Not so much set up an event or a card, but I mean, we could do that if you guys want to do a whole tournament style thing. It's up to you guys. If you guys want to play this game competitively, let me know in the comment section below. Let's get something started. Let's get something kick-started. It has to be enough of us, though, or, you know, it won't be any fun. If there's not enough participants in it, it won't be fun. If you guys have channels, kind of hype it up a little bit, give it a little life, and let's see if we can't get something going. Now, I want to do it. I'm down. I'm all ears. Let's get it done. But if you guys don't want to do it, or you're just sick of playing the game, by all means, I completely understand. I want to get something going before, you know, the new consoles come out and Fight Night Champion kind of loses whatever fan base it kind of had until the next boxing game comes out. So leave in the comment section below if you're interested in it. If you're down, leave a PSN or something, just so I know. Just say, even if you write, you know, I'm down, let's do this, or yeah, I would definitely like to get involved in that. I would like to be a part of it. Let me know. If you get enough people, I don't want to say 20 because that's a lot of people, but you know, if we get 20 people, that'll be even better, to just go ahead and get a competitive matchup against everybody. go ahead and leave that in the comment section. And the next video that I make will be talking about that, trying to see if we can't set something up or get together with everybody else and see what they think. But one last thing I want to talk about before this commentary comes to an end is something I actually never talked about ever since I've been on YouTube, and it's kind of strange because I talked about it in an audio podcast, but I didn't really go in depth in the way I would like to. Is actually, why do I like playing Fight Night Champions so much? Why do I love this game? As much as it makes people rage and gets them upset, and how people, stomp their feet, whine, and cry about it all the time, we continue playing it. And some people, it's like, even if you hate it for a few moments, it's like that one girl that you love so much that you just can't let her go. Even though, y'all did some bad stuff or you might have cheated on each other, and still come back to each other. And I feel like I have one of those type of relationships with Fight Night. Now, I haven't got angry playing this game a long time. There's been times where I'm like, wow, really? Or I've been like, is this guy seriously doing this? I might get a little disappointed at myself when I lose a fight that I know I should have won. The 1 PKOs and stuff, it just comes and, like, oh, this again. But I've never really gotten upset with the game lately. And I just really love playing this game. Even if I take a break from it, I'll come back every once in a while. I always make sure I get a 1 or 2 matches at least a week. Or I get some type of match going on Fight Night, no matter how many other games I have. Fight Night is still the #1 game that I play on PlayStation 3. The #1 game that I enjoy out of any game that I've ever played on PlayStation 3 has been Fight Night Champions. And I think a lot of it has to do with 2 things. 1, I like games that challenge you and that are complex. And 2, I love boxing. Like, the sport of boxing, the reason why I love it so much is the fact that no matter how strong you are or, what kind of person you are, you have a chance. You can do stuff to compensate for stuff you were not born with. You may not be the fastest fighter. You may not be the strongest fighter. You may not have the best reflexes. Your footwork cannot be that great. You may not be the most technical fighter. You may be just a dirty brawler. You may not have a lot of punching power, but there's ways to compensate for that. There's techniques that are taught to you. If you work hard and you put forth dedication towards it, hard work can actually beat talent. And there's been times where you look at things and like, oh, that's not necessarily true. Some of the greatest fighters of all time had natural ability. Look at Floyd Mayweather having extremely fast hands and great reflexes and great technique, but he works hard and he's dedicated towards it. Look at Muhammad Ali. He wasn't the most technically skilled, but look, he was able to compensate with his amazing reflexes, great footwork, and great speed. But there's been fighters out here who have not been the strongest punchers or the best punchers, or guys who have not had the greatest chin. But they can still go out there and they can compete because they dedicate and devote themselves to the sport. And that's something I really do enjoy about boxing. And the Fight Night Champions is the same thing. I dedicated and I devoted myself to getting good at this game. When I first started, I had a record of 121 wins and 77 losses. Restarted after learning a few things and watching other people, learning from experience, practicing all the time. And I was able to develop a 90-15 record before, I got beat by my teacher. And, he propelled me to a top 100 level fighter. And then after that, when I was able to reach 191 wins and 33 losses in lightweight, and I think I was ranked 33, then I was able to go into a whole nother level doing YouTube and kind of train myself to be that complete sim fighter. I wasn't always the greatest sim fighter. I did do some cheap stuff, and that's why I try to teach people about playing the game right. But learning from YouTube has really just solidified me to say I'm a complete fighter in this game now, and I can truly go up against anybody and I can provide them with a challenge. So that's why I love Fight Night Champion. That's why I love playing this game. That's why I love boxing. Leaving the comment section those things that actually, guys, follow me on Twitter to never miss one of my videos. It's in the description. Check those guys out in the description as well. Thank you guys for watching another one of my videos. This is your boy FightNightsFinest, the Sofa commentator, and I'm off this. Peace.
I told you, brother, I'm the chronicle of our struggles, the voice of the families like Moses, only keeping it real.